Hello. Hi. How's everyone doing? Mm, just notice there's still no audio. Crap. Give me a second. Is that doing it? No. Oh, there we go. Oh, but everyone's doing okay, like I said. It's... Things have been kind of pretty fine on my end, honestly. Some stuff I'm still... some crazy stuff has been happening, but nothing that's like, you know, bad or negative or anything. I'm just glad to be able to get back to this, because I wanted to play this last week, but life conspired against it. That's pretty much just it. I did the grinding I wanted to do. We got some stuff taken care of that I was hoping to get done, so I have steel learned. Ryu, I got the one extra final like little capstone level I wanted to get underneath that Giotto. So he's at least had some, you know, recovery to the damage I did to his AP. We're also kind of loaded cash-wise a bit right now, which, not so bad. I did a bunch of the fishing I wanted to get done. I think the only thing I haven't done is dug into the... I think I held off on using up a bunch of skilling because I just didn't want to be doing that at the time. Let me look at the skill notes again quick. Did I just leave that stuff on them? Probably. Is that fine? Maybe. Let me just take a look. I also tossed Momo and Mary Leap too, because the extra speed will be good for us. Okay, so I did actually do some stuff. Okay. Oh, that needs to be tossed out. We got steel. Oh, yeah. Durando, Marilee, Pearl Mastered. Realizing I should probably put Pecco in the party and take a look quick. Did I leave anything on Pecco? Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, we need to clear stuff off of him. Yeah. Some of that stuff's like really, really good. Also, do we have Yggdrasil mastered yet? I don't think we do. No. Okay. Skill notes. And yeah, this entire next area is probably going to be kind of hellish for Nina, since, yeah, it just still makes you weak to fire. We can offset it by going to get vaccines, which we will be doing. Vaccines are important. Yes. Do I want Ryu to have steel? Yes, I think so. Give her war shout. Do I want to either her or Nina? I'll leave it to her. I'll give Nina Monopolize so she can get some experience as well. Also toss Tsunami on her. I think that works. I'm a bit worried about my supply of skillings, but if I remember right there, we can always fish more out, and honestly, yeah, we'll be good. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, like I said, I do hope everyone's been doing alright. It's been kind of a crazy 2 weeks, a bit. So, been dealing with, like, a stray recently, and like the past couple of weeks I've been dealing with a stray over here, and I was hoping that we'd just find them someplace, we'll find them someplace somehow, but ended up decision was made to try to see if we can acclimate the other cats to the stray and hopefully keep her, but we'll see. So far we got them inside and we're doing the whole keep them separate, but it's a bit tricky with where we live with but it's like, yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. Fingers crossed, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. But, you know, because part of the problem is one of our cats is, as a number of people have said, she's a tortie, so they're apparently known for being very, antisocial with other cats, which has actually been a problem with our other cat. Something up. The road, but you know, it's a, you know, it's overrun with lava, and yeah. Time to go bug Sinkar. Maybe. The only way east is to go around Mount Zubio, but as you know, the road there is out. Yes, but we owe you for your help with the lighthouse, so I will allow you to use our secret shortcut. Yes, we have a secret shortcut. It goes through the volcano. We are the Porters Guild after all. Okay, so it's not too bad, just we're gonna need to go and, you know, first things first. Yes, we need our inoculations. Bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Let's take a look, see. Okay. Also, let's go say hi to the fairies again. Don't believe there's anything going on yet, but I believe we have to wait, but still. Okay. I found a cool cave while making the road. How curious. Yes, a monster that feeds off of fire, but whoever defeats it will gain great power. You want to use the secret guild route? Fine by me, just watch out for the lava. It can't be held liable for how utterly deadly going through, you know, an active volcano cave that recently, you know, erupted is. Okay. Let Nina get some experience. Couldn't steal anything. Dang. Okay. I'm worried about Nina's health. Come on. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot. Not so bad. Why not give it a Shadow Walk proc? $900 to Nina. She shot up 2 levels from that. She's honestly kind of a bit behind, so that's honestly kind of good. Now I'm gonna go back and yeah, that was like a really lucky first encounter for us. Get Nina a few more levels just because, she literally just gained 2 levels. That's kind of the trick with those enemies though. You can use fire on them and they'll just start crapping out experience like you wouldn't believe and you can just power level off of them. However, they are actually kind of deadly to deal with, so just be prepared. That's like it. But if you get EX turns, it helps out a lot. I do believe it does actually scale up the more fire you use on the enemy. So, you know, Monopolize plus that'll... Nina's just already gotten... I might just drop Yggdrasil if we learn everything off of him with this run. Figured out that'd be perfect. That's... Like I said, I couldn't have asked for a better start there. I believe she should be good, though. It's one of those things, I know I've kind of been shooting her HP generation in the butt, but also she does have more, she's been getting some extra defense, which I kind of like, and I know math-wise, usually HP just wins out, but she's going to just be extremely vulnerable. She's gonna be made out of, you know, yeah, she's gonna go down easy no matter what, so yeah, good. And we do have, that was the last Yggdrasil, so I can actually take her off Yggdrasil at this point, which I will do, honestly. We're going through a volcano. It's, yeah. Not really what I came here for. You no longer need... Correct, I no longer need your wisdom tree. Bum 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 bum. But yeah, that should at least ease up my pain in there a bit. Gonna run over here. Bum. It's just good sense. It's one of the things I'll say though is for as handy as those are, this is like the most effective place in the game for them. I forget all the details, but I think they're kind of tied to a timer in terms of their effectiveness, but there's also when you rest or level up, I'm always foggy on the exact details. But it gives you extra resistance of what you select by, I think, +2. The game works off of a number system with resistances, like a scale from, I want to say, 1 to 7. Was it 1 to, or was it 1 to 8? I mean, the main thing is, it's like, yeah, 7's immunity. I think 8 is absorb. I think most of the reason why I'm saying there's like 8 is because I think there's like a final tier that you can only get with the elemental rings. Ba-da-bum bum bum bum. Here. Sure, we can give it a shot. I am, if nothing else, a bit greedy. Also, yeah, lava is hot. This dungeon's also filled with hazards. It's not exactly an easy dungeon. Part of the trick here, though, is making sure you do find everything. There's a lot of goodies here. Don't want to go this route. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Asbestos armor. It's good stuff. Resists fire. since so many things in here are fire element, it does you a lot of good. There we go. No reason not to, honestly. Oh, there's no route over there. Okay, that hurt Ryu a lot, but it's fine. He's got HP. He can take it. I would like to avoid getting Nina a bunch of levels without a master that can help it, though. So it sounds like right after we're through here, there's actually a pretty nice master for her. Well, not great, but not terrible, honestly. Okay, managed to get past without getting knocked by the yellow gas. If I remember correctly, that confuses us. Ba-da-ba-da. Come on. Good. Ring of Fire, good. Two allies confused, not so good. But hey, that worked. She just doesn't have HP, so I'm just gonna do that. Don't believe there's anything over there. Like, Vulcan's probably like one of the best things to try to grind experience on even when you're later in the game. It's kind of hilarious, and I'll probably show off sometime in the future, at some point in the future. Like, the actual how insane that is. Yeah, Ryu is currently at fire immunity, and Nina is currently at... and Nina's been set to absorb fire. Honestly, if you were running Gar in here, you'd probably be with my current setup, if I like replaced Well, if I just replace one of the other characters with Gar, Gar has an innate fire resistance, so you could be going through here with the big old troublesome element barely doing any damage. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Like, I don't mind if Nina gains one level in here, because that's probably inevitable. If I really cared about her not getting anything, I'd have just swapped her out for Gar. The Miracle Gene. We're really starting to get some crazy stuff. Flame Talons for Pekko. Because of course you're going to find fire equipment in a volcano. You'll be fine. Hey, Mr. JRPG. I've been doing alright. And in a lot of ways it's been kind of being busy and tired from getting home from work in a lot of ways. That's like the big thing I've been having to contend with, in all honesty. Yeah, it's like, especially when it involves effectively an hour drive, like, ugh. 2 hours on, effectively 2 hours on the road, an hour at 8 hours at work, that's a lot of the, yeah. But in all honesty, it's going well, it's definitely a hell of a lot less nervous than I was when I started. So it's, yeah. And for the most part, I am enjoying the job. For as much as I'm sure I've heard stories of people going like, "Oh no, it'll wear you out. It'll break you." It's like, eh. Oh no, I'm just built different. Currently enjoying a leisurely stroll through a volcano. I guess the other nice thing is I've been able to start playing Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive on my own, in my own time, but that's going to be something that's just going to take a long time, since I can't really play it that much per session. I'll like get in like an hour or two, unless I decide to sit down and go crazy on one of my days off. But I'll make progress. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. It's like, that, with how I usually am with Xenoblade games, though, I pretty much do 100% them. Like, effectively, I usually end up doing that. Despite, yeah, because I really like them. I usually end up liking them a lot. end up being a lot of fun. Like, I don't always contend with the super bosses though. But it'll be interesting to see how they play out in Xenoblade in the definitive edition, since in the Wii U version of Xenoblade X you were capped on foot to like level 70 or 60 or something. I don't remember the exact one. Also, Random Old Man. You're probably very much intended to have Gar with you when you do this. But I don't want to die. And because why not? Yeah, Miracle on its own costs 16 AP. Could add in that, but oof. One issue with you know, tutoring Ryu onto Bunyan is definitely feeling that AP, but that's fine. Just straight behemoth should be enough. Especially with how beefy Ryu is. Comet, the breath attack. Damage is altered by HP. Bliss, users' HP is halved. Charge. Basically a highly defensive form. It combines all your party members together. How hard does the breath attack hit, just out of curiosity? They're gonna mostly tickle comparatively. Pretty meaty, 177 all around. And then there's Blitz. I will say though, one of the craziest things actually playing it, and yeah, Blitz is insane. It just costs half your max HP. It's half of your current HP. It's fine. Behemoth has the HP pool to sustain that. Yeah, I know. This... Of course. Yeah, Behemoth's kind of crazy. Yeah. Did you know dragon forms are completely busted, really? Apparently there are people out there who will do crazy things such as keep Ryu level 1 up until you get up to probably like, I think, either Delonzo or Mary Lee, and then just build Ryu for speed. And honestly, yeah, I can see it. You get all those like imagine Ryu with what, 36 more speed, he'd be like agility 46 and be getting EX turns, and getting EX turns while as a dragon is basically, you know, getting yeah. Honestly, it makes me kind of like wish I'd have tried going for that, but eh. But also, yeah, no, we kind of just breezed through that boss fight because Behemoth is that crazy, and yeah. Although the other thing is that a lot of the stats while in Dragon form are derived from Ryu's own stats, so you'd be super fast, but I don't think that would be hitting as hard as my Ryu is. But still, like, assuming it's hitting like for 3/4 of the, well, you know, like 3/4 instead of 3/4 of the damage, being able to move twice would change up a lot of the, yeah. Yes, I have a problem. Why I try not, this is one of the things where it's like, when given the chance, I will I will try to like overly optimize, and that can make some games more less enjoyable than others. I've seen lots of ruins from the Techno Age. Angel Tower looks different. Looks like it date as far back as the days of the Dragon War. First it was a crazy old man volcano. Then Guard gets all quiet on us. I have a bad feeling about this. The snoring must be keeping her up. Wish I could be as calm as he is at a time like this. But yeah, it's... I will say, though, it is nice seeing, you know, just sitting down and be able to play Xenoblade Chronicles X again, because I really do enjoy the game a lot, so that's something that's nice to do in my downtime every once in a while. It's like, it's kind of fun in the way that's like, it's very much something where you can see how it was designed from the get-go to try to be some kind of MMORPG, but they ended up having to like have far smaller ambitions. Fairly impassable due to the tides. Okay. But yeah, we can't really do anything here right now. But yeah, let's see, because I can go on a lot about Xenoblade Cross, because it's kind of neat in a number of ways. It's funny to see the definitive edition, because I had heard about how they removed certain things from it, such as the skill levels, which definitely existed for a reason, so it's funny to see them have just gone, actually, we're getting rid of these. They basically exist, they're basically, you had like different things such as biological research, some kind of like technology-based one, and a couple others, and the main thing is you use them to interact with effectively dressed up treasure chests out in the world, but also you need the mechanical one for planting data probes, which are actually extremely important, which kind of meant you'd always go for that one first, because yes, why wouldn't you? Here's what I'm looking for. Because also they had had 4 skill levels normally, but also they had 4 skill levels normally, but when you got really down to it, there's also a 5th skill level that usually required you to grab a quest that you could only do late in the game, and this is all kind of important because, once again, Data Pros required the mechanical skills, so you'd effectively do what you could for that. And it's important because you go out; those are your those are your fast travel points out in the world, and they also will help give you more additional information. And also, they're how you generate income, which is the biggest thing. More data probes meant more money, and also more Verandium, which is also effectively money too. That's something I want to get. Yeah, I want to try to get the wisdom rings. The wisdom rings, something I want to try to get. The issue is, I don't know if I can catch an angler right now. I'm going to try, but maybe I should send it in super... Because there's that giant fish shadow here in the shallows. Maybe I should check that one out. Yeah, that must be it. But also the fun thing about playing Xenoblade Cross after it's been out for a while is one of the like pseudo MMO things they let you do is they let you recruit other player characters. You know, downside to them, of course, being they don't have any affinity stuff for you to manage, so, you know, affinity levels don't really do anything for them, so you're not increasing their bond levels. But you can basically recruit max level characters right out the gate with Pride. And it looks like in this you can actually switch who you're controlling, so there's also that. There we go. Okay. Looks like there might have been a second one. Yeah, right over there in the middle. Come on. There we go. I think that's it, but yeah. Yeah, that is it. Give me a second. Sometimes it helps I just get this. Okay. Ugh, these small fish are so annoying. Let me get that second angler so I'm done with this. There we go. Yeah. Come on. There we go.
Very good.
Okay, so that should be it. We can get ourselves 2 wisdom rings. Also, I'm just curious. What do anglers do? Earthquakes. What are they? Shouldn't that be catfish? Shouldn't that be what catfish do? I'm not crazy, right? That should be what catfish do. Shouldn't an angler, like, probably be more likely to do, like, lightning? I don't know. Okay, Manila, I need you. Come here. I seek to do business. Come on. Yes. I demand 2. Yeah, with that, we are pretty good to go. Lion's Belt is cool, but it's increases guts, which is a neat mechanic, but also one I'm not that interested in messing around with. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum. Anyways, the main reason for that stuff though is this. She is the mage, so what if I could just give her plus 60 intelligence? Yeah. That was the logic there. Also, we have all the stuff we care about, but also there's this other town over here. What is this place? Yonktown. Machine Guild Village surrounded by tall piles of scrap. This here's the Machine Guild Village. People call it Junk Town. And cool. Also, we could just buy wisdom rings here too, I guess. I completely forgot about that. But also, look at that cost. Yeah, I can afford it, but also, I might buy a Titan belt because, yes, but also, effectively getting two wisdom rings for free? Yes, please. What you get, weapon rights from me, bud? Shotgun shell. Sure, yeah, let's buy that. Oh. Super strong weapon, weighs a ton, but also is like way better, but just has an electric property. I mean, I've got the cash for it, so we probably will just buy it. Do you have business with the Machine Guild? No, I guess not. Nothing here but a pile of junk anyways. So also one other thing is this town is technically a place we'll be coming to deal with a lot later in the game for the most part. Right now it's over here in the same vicinity of what we're trying to go. So sometimes it does let us do one thing though. Which is try to see if we can find anything out about the boat for our pals back in Refsala. Oh, that's the problem. Ship's engine broke down. They are indeed, but knowing you're alive is good. But we're not gonna run back, because I don't think there's anything we get out of telling them. It's like an entire town of Momos. Little column A, little column B. Found a teacup. Not really. Yeah, we would need to be here on business, and we're not here on business. You know what? I'm too weak mentally. What if Ryu was just, you know, equipped super ridiculously? But that is also the thing that makes the speed Ryu have to deal with a lot of stuff, is the fact that his equipment tends to actually be rather hefty. That's why there's a benefit to doing it, but it's still... he still has to contend with stuff. And also just mention that because it's like, yeah... things aren't always a big solution. A big clean solution, and Alright, I'm gonna need Gar. I'm gonna need Gar for this. And hello. Should give him some stuff. Well, he's gonna be... yeah, might as well. Right, don't forget. And thank you for the welcome. Yeah, let's see. Alright, but I'm also gonna probably want Nina. I just realized I am constantly having to leave here and go, wow, I'm gonna want this person here too, won't I? Nowhere close to first playthrough now. I very much have a strong idea of what I'm doing and where I'm going. Probably more like 5th in total if I had to count. I had a nice casual stroll through the volcano. And then I threw a whole bunch of junk at two lava serpents. I'm gonna call them serpents. As one usually does. I'm kind of broke now too, so getting a shot would not help. I bought Ryu a brand new super big sword, so... But then again, I'm probably gonna go back to the flare sword, because that's probably... Thinking on it, fire is probably gonna be a big deal. Jeez, I'm just trying to switch to Garth. Thank you. Yeah. Different horn, though. Guess not allowed to talk to him. Wait, was there anything over here? Probably not. It has been a long while since I last played this game, though. Like, definitely more than a decade or so, I feel. Always loved it. It's always one of those that feels... It's one of the main ones I think of when I think of PlayStation 1 RPGs. It's very much using 3D modeling for... It's very much, you know, big on using 3D modeling, but also you have a lot of really great sprite work. Like, that can never be stressed enough how good the sprite work is in this game. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of like sprite animation stuff that you will only see once in the game, and just absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Or very much also has one thing going for it, in that they have a much better grasp on the aesthetic they're after. And their sprites work in support of that aesthetic, I guess is the way to put it. Because all the colors and all the sprite work and colors and stuff you see in this game usually, unlike big important characters, are rather vibrant, especially enemies and stuff in battle, whereas there's stuff feels just I don't know how to put it. It's... Did I sign up for that? Yes. Okay. I am really glad that the Breath of Fire 4 got that PC version from... I'm really glad that GOG did the whole preservation project with the PC version of 4. That's something I found really amazing. Especially when Breath of Fire feels like a series that has been long forgotten by Capcom. It's like the most love that Breath of Fire received before then was Nintendo including them in the Virtual Console stuff for on the Switch, I believe. There is no more evil in the world. Phone, just a second. I have my phone on for notifications up because just in case I am needed to leave for a moment and run interference on some of the cats. I will turn it down for this and set it to vibrate. There. But yeah. I know for some people the fact that Breath of Fire 3 isn't a big, crazy tale of trying to save the world is more just this constant quest of just trying to find others and or yourself, because at this point Ryu's trying to find out more about themselves. Okay. There's also like a weapon shop, I forget where in there, and that's where you can normally buy the flare sword and other stuff. But we are not broke. What I told you, that you might die. Oh, never mind. You'll understand once we get there. Bum, bum, bum. I honestly should probably put more effort into trying to find the weapon shop, but like I said, I'm currently broke because I went and bought a weapon that's from way further later in the game than I'm supposed to. Oh, it's just right up here. It's just straight ahead. I'm a dummy. Their weapons have been blessed by God. Let's see, is there even anything we can really sell? I don't think so. Not really. That's why I have Gar with the Midas Stone, I guess. Also, I guess we should take a look at what the normal encounters are over here. What counts as like a normal encounter in this area? Opponent has the initiative. Oh, Nina now just naturally knows Typhoon. Yeah, it's also on the Switch's thing that they have going on. I know they don't necessarily call it the Virtual Console on the Switch, but it's like the same thing, effectively. Well, not effectively, because, you know, Virtual Console's original OG Virtual Console was you bought the thing and you owned it. Now it's like, okay, you have the subscription to our online service, so we'll let you also access these games. So it's, okay, not effectively the same thing, but yeah. It's also not support from Capcom, really. Makes the GOG preservation thing so neat, because apparently GOG had to have a long talk, had to do a lot of like convincing Capcom that no, actually people really do want to have access to not just like stuff like Breath of Fire 4, but also the PC versions of the old Resident Evil games. It's like an article someone put out someone put out about how they had to. It was a whole thing. Man, Gar, thought your big thing was being big and strong. The other side effect of this is also just getting us some money, because we could use some cash. We could use some dosh. This is a terrible idea, and yet I will do it anyways. At least I believe it is, if I remember correctly. Oh, I guess not. But yeah, I put Gar under Bunyan because that's just, yeah. Make him better at what he does naturally. Gar is naturally just supposed to be a, you know, big, heavy auto attacker, effectively. Oh, that? Yeah. Yeah. I mean... Wii Virtual Console was like... not quite 2 decades ago, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's like at least, you know, at minimum 15 years ago, but even I'm pretty sure, you know, probably looking at more like 2008, 2009. I forget when the Virtual Console stuff really started to kick off, though. And don't get me wrong, I definitely got a lot of enjoyment out of some of the Virtual Console stuff. I'm a big Star Fox 64 fan, so, and they had that on the Wii Virtual Console as well. We're not gonna actually be able to buy stuff, but at the very least, Gar's got the Midas Stone. He'll be fine. He's just naturally a tank. Ryu's already a tank. Why am I hyper-focusing on how those two are doing? Don't worry about it. Holiest of holy sites. Another Kerberos. Still, money's money. Money's money. Only those are inhabitants of Tapa may enter, or those who have been granted permission by the Patriarch. Awesome. Ivory dice. Nina is, of course, naturally very fast. Okay. Supposed to be patrolling, but what if I hurt myself when I jump? You'll be fine. Unless you're not gonna be fine. I guess one other fun thing that's happened recently was about a week ago, which because you know, when Microsoft support for Windows 10 quote-unquote stopped last week on the 14th, but it's like, so I ended up like getting, like last Sunday I got a message about them once again trying to push me to start using Windows 11, but also when I said no, they went, hey, you know, do you want us to check to see if you qualify for the extended service update stuff for the ESU? And I went, sure, why not? And they're like, oh, wowee, you qualify. And so it's like, okay. I just found that funny. The real joke is it's like pretty much at this point, if you log into Windows with, well, not if you log into Windows, but if you have a Microsoft tied to your Windows, you don't need to use it to log in. I log into my PC. My PC login is a local account because I'm old school like that. But they're like pretty much like if you effectively just have a Windows account tied to a Windows Online account tied to your PC, it's like, okay, you qualify, which it's funny because they very much would like you to move on, but they're also like, okay, fine, here, we're making it extremely easy. Also, mysterious lady in a pyramid of light. It's the sights and vistas of Erkin Tower. It's a wonderful place. What do we got for us down here? Another specter. Nina, blow up that ghost. It's definitely kind of a maze. Also, my mind might have started playing that whole, like, La Mulana Gate of Guidance theme song when I came in here. God, the ways we change over time, right? So what was the other way? I see. Try this? Go, go, Ryu. He may be a tyke, but he is obscenely powerful when you really get down to it. Look at this. And then, again, that's what... Momo. I was thinking I'd bring Nina through here because that would feel more appropriate, but... Okay, let's just go grab Momo. And honestly, I'm not even sure if Nina's gonna gain any levels underneath her current master. So it's like, I have no idea. It's not a bad one. I'll go into the start camp either. Stat-wise, it's not a... Like, Hundera is not actually a bad group of stats. I'll show you. Well, if I remember correctly. Holy property up. 1 AP, 1 intelligence. Hundera. Not great, but also not bad. No real big, terrible negatives or something like Nina, but also, she's probably not going to gain any levels at this point, but that's fine. Hundera has a few neat skills that are situationally useful, but also it's not the biggest problem to not have them, really. Because honestly, it's like, okay, if there's that, I see that broken wall, I was like, oh, let's go grab Momo. It'll probably make Spectres a pain in the ass, though. Nina's done a good job of just blowing up ghosts with Simoon, but... God, everyone just so easily goes insane. Except Ryu. And yeah, I know Ryu is probably extremely swole considering everything. He can and has effectively carried me through the game, just, yeah. I kept him level 1 until I got X to Bunyan, and then he just basically got really big. Diamond Ring. Moon Tears. Moon Tears are cool, but the Diamond Ring, what does that do? Protection versus death attacks. I can probably just do that and say no to a ghost each time. Well, just kill a Spectre, then we'll just auto-attack through this. It'll be fine. Okay. $3,000 Zenny. Definitely recovering from buying that super strong weapon for Ryu at least. I think one of the things that I'll always like, one of the things I love doing about like a lot of older RPGs is just exploring. And just how much you can sometimes find. Like, there's always the big whole late game, well, end game, like, everything's open, there's a whole bunch of, like, extra content for you to do now. Which I feel like is always kind of, like, one of my favorite things to do. Like, in reality, putting Ryu under Mary Leap isn't really going to amount to anything, I don't believe. But I figure why not. Because two general goals I have, I guess, for this playthrough is I'm not gonna rely on Ray as being a cheap and easy way to get extra turns all the time via the chain formation. That's what he's really good at. High base speed. Rip Momo. Hey, she guts through. She used guts. Nice. Joke's on you. I also need money because honestly, we need a whole bunch of healing items, and I just don't buy enough. You found a mithril helm. Good. However, a lot of these enemies also just do not offer a lot of experience, well, a lot of experience themselves, which is probably kind of good. Right, I can't actually jump down that. I thought I could. That's on me. But still, free mithril helm's good. Attack where you provoke counter attack. Ah, damn it. That'd have been hilarious. Yeah, but just being able to just fight everything here is doing a lot to help breathe life back into my money reserves, because holy shit, I need it. I had a big fat wallet and then I burnt all of it to buy a stupid weapon that will pay off and is honestly paying off. It's just... Found ourselves a soul gem, which is good after I've like literally wasted the one that Nina started out with. I'm gonna be right back. I need to take a quick break. Okay, sorry about that. Probably shouldn't have gone for a lunch break, but felt like why not. Yeah. I just figured it's not a bad idea, and yeah. It'll let me push probably till 3 o'clock without having too much of an issue. I feel like I'm starving. It's like the one problem with streaming at this time is, yeah. And now we have a puzzle. A block pushing puzzle. Nah, we're good. There we go. Perfect. Oh nice, some beef jerky. That's good. That's there. I see. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna need that one also over there. Not the biggest problem, mind you. But something I need to plan for. There we go. It's a very simple pushing puzzle. Huzzah! Although I will say one of the things with Momo is she actually probably will get some benefits from Mary Leap because Momo's weapons all pretty much have no weight to them. With the logic being that they're just ammunition for her guns, so... Let's see, though. I guess one thing I haven't talked about at all recently is the whole... Togashi's been posting stuff on Twitter again, so... What the... What the heck? Okay... My bad, I didn't know that was a thing. We apparently walked over a cliff after a battle. Getting like 300 zenny per fight, not bad. Oh. Here we go, the end of the road. Please allow Ryu and I to go on ahead alone. Guardian Geist, 234. Guardian Gas, 201. Guardian Ga, 198. Guardian Gar, 299. Recorded on these stone tablets are the names of us guardians, otherwise known as Dragon Slayers. The number below my name is the number of dragons I killed in the war. Ryu, let me tell you what happened to your people. What happened to the Brood. Nearly 400 years ago, the savage and malevolent Brood attempted to conquer the world, igniting a fierce war. The Brood were strong and awesome. We, the people of Urken, beseeched our god for protection from their great evil. Our god bestowed upon us guardians her holy might in order to fight the Brood. After a mighty struggle, the last of the Brood were defeated and their bones laid here. Ryu's like, what? Can we not? Ryu, you are the last of the Brood. Once you are dealt with, my purpose shall be complete. Prepare yourself, Ryu. So yeah, rematch time versus Guardian Gar. Why not transform into a dragon, right? Now let's do this. No claws, only brats. Man, Gar, you're just like doing jack shit. And to quote Kevin from Hunter the Parenting, bullshit, bullshit. Even the most stoutest of hunters could defeat the something Methuselahs. That's more bullshit. It's like, I mean, yeah, you got big numbers, but I mean, you've seen how much shit, you know, Ryu wrecks when he turns into a dragon. Gargoyle, just as I suspected. We were no match for the true power of the brood, but why? That is a good question. Ryu may be a good kid, but there's a lot of dead dragons here. What? Why don't you finish me off? Kaiser Dragon? Hello, mysterious purple-haired man. Man, Gar, you actually survived all that? But yeah. We got a time skip. Oh. On one hand, Ryu's a good kid, but that's a lot of dead dragons in both a ghost haunting sense and a thing of Ryu currently is going through a lot. Because there's this implication, Gar, that you took Ryu to Angel Tower just so you could try to kill him. Get you out of here first. Here's your gear. I got you some clothes. Don't ask how I got the sizes. I just took a guess. Very lucky. Go meet back up with Gar. You want to kill me. You have the power and probably the right to do so. But you didn't kill me, even after I tried to kill you. Just like the dragons 400 years ago. If the brood had fought back, it would be us instead of them that turned into Chrism like this. Why did they let us kill them? Why did God have us kill the brood? I may not have the right to say this, but I want to know the truth. And that's why I ask you. I ask you to let me live until then. Thank you. Let's get out of this mine. Yeah, because that's the thing that's haunted Gar, is the thing. It was like, yeah, no, dragons are obscenely incredibly powerful and could have easily just, yeah. It's like that one boss fight I kind of trivialized with Behemoth. You kind of can just do that anyways, as long as you don't get super greedy and try to stack other things onto it. You could... If you have, like, if you boosted his AP a bit, you can probably get away with the flame gene attached to it to have some immunity to the fire stuff, but still, the point is, yeah. Dragon forms on their own are all ridiculously powerful. And we haven't even gotten to, like, the strongest ones. I mean, the worst thing about dragon forms so far is just, for the most part, is just we don't have access to our own skill list. Because then I can't double strike. I can only, you know, like normal attack or elemental claw, which aren't bad options either. You know, I wonder how well we'll manage here with, like, if I just try to rely on the silver knife. Old weak weapon, which should be hitting elemental weaknesses. And yeah, good old time skips. Life shard, magic shard, vitamin. Let's go to basement 2, I guess. Maybe we should go to basement 1? I forget. So, this must be where you were born? I mean, the strong brute aura must have called out to you. Hey, Ryu. That's right. I called out to him. Let's see how well Silver Knights hits. Yeah. Sure. Sure, it's like super weak, but when like most of the big secret, most of the stuff we're gonna fight here right now is weak to holy, so yeah, that doesn't matter. Especially with how swole Ryu is. And upside is, it's a super light weapon, so Ryu gets to like actually have some speed here. Okay, I think we want to go to basement 1 then. There's a lot to the mine, if I remember right. Not that it's, I don't think it's particularly long or difficult itself, but I think that there's just a lot of, like, side paths to deal with. Like, yeah, lunchbox here with light clothing. Yeah. As much defense as a breastplate, but like nowhere near as heavy. Yeah. What's a dragon doing running around here anyway? Why doesn't he just become Chrism like all the rest? Because he's not dead, dumbass. We haven't used it for so long it's rusted. You're the ones who came to get the dragon, right? Must have been hard work with all the other monsters around. All the miners tell me they got no money and can buy nothing. How about you? You want something? Yes. What do you got? Good, I need some vitamins. You're like 17. Yeah, that works. You know what? I'll take a Titan belt, sure. Why not? Especially since I'm equipping a weapon that's so low in terms of power. Just 6 power versus like possibly having 82. Yeah, I'll have a Titan's belt on Ryu. Should help if we encounter something that isn't explicitly weak to light. But I get the feeling he's swole enough to not care. And honestly, yeah, it's one of like the neat things in a way is the time skip starts and you're back at the very start of the game. Except when we started the game, we didn't really get to do anything in the mines other than, you know, kind of go on a baby dragon rampage that's fueled specifically by people panicking because it's baby dragon. But of course, it's a prison mine too, which also means it's filled with dead dragons. Sure, we're good. And yeah, I know half the reason why Gar isn't that great is because I didn't really give him a great weapon. He just hasn't. He still has the weapon he started out with, which, yeah. For someone whose biggest boon is being able to just, you know, attack things hard, you kind of want to keep them upgraded with their weapon. I just didn't care at the time because we're tight on money, and yeah. Sure, this should work. Lots of money, though, coming in. I do know one thing is I kind of do have this whole issue where I'm kind of gotten behind on a number of games as well with the whole job stuff, which to be expected, but I really, really, really need to just, you know, push through Deltarune and get that stuff taken care of. That's a game that just sitting on it makes it kind of a pain, but also part of the problem is also specifically just the fact that part of the problem with that is more specifically just how to put it. How do I put this? Okay, so currently, if we sent it straight, what would that give us? We could get that item chest, but can I get up there? Yeah, yes, I can. Okay. I guess also to be fair to Gar, Gar can usually perform better than this. It's just I literally have done nothing to build him up at all. In a way, though, he's still capable of doing enough since he's still an extra body in a fight. And oh hey, Ryu just has a lackadaisy, kind of just relaxing, idle pose now. We found a feather sword. Not a bad side grade. Also another elemental side grade too. At this point I've got a fire sword, a thunder sword, and a wind sword. And a holy sword. Now we need to push this back. Okay. We'll need that. And I do understand half of the thing is that Ryu's so swole because there was a lot of times where we were just having... Yes, Gar would be able to push it. Yes, Gar is right here, though, trying to push it. Probably because I tried to examine it. Heck yes. Should we get through now? What do you think you're doing, Guardian? Ryu. How does weird miasma know Ryu's name? Ryu, why do you let him live? Why do you let our enemy live? Dragon? Perhaps. Can you hear it, Guardian? Can you hear our spirit blood crying out for vengeance? Guardian, it's been a while, what, 400 years? You who tried to exterminate us? Where are you taking Ryu? I'm taking Ryu to meet our god. That's your plan? Why? To make a sacrificial offering of the last dragon? To learn the truth. To learn if the war we fought 400 years ago was right. We kill him. Avenge our people's memories. They destroyed us. The Guardians killed us all. Yeah, but Gar's been, like, helped us a lot, despite everything. Ryu probably doesn't know how he feels about still working through things. And yeah, we're just gonna start hearing this boss theme more. The other one still exists, but this is... Effectively, if the boss fight's going to concern the events from 400 years ago, it's gonna usually have this music. Which, yes, has some implications for that old man in the volcano. But also, that's kind of clear from what he was saying. Let's give Behemoth a try. It's fine. It'll be fine. That is a lot of damage for such a big HP pool, but we do still have Blitz. If I continue to do this, we're probably going to get knocked unconscious, which, you know what, we can deal. It's fine. Will the boss get to go first, or will we go? We get to go first. Ryu and Behemoth, just, you know, let me solo them. I mean, not that I needed to do that, it's just funny to do it. Reviled one, why must you always interfere? Ah. Was not a dragon. You of the brood, a true dragon. Like, honestly, if I had just, you know, gone crazy with, like, double strike with the silver knife, probably would have been just as effective. With the power of the fusion gene. Ryu, what was that? And Gar is completely clueless because, yeah. Oh, Ryu's still poisoned because he was poisoned as a dragon, of course. My bad. I guess also just for the shits and giggles, we can take a look at the genes we just got. The Shadow, which you might expect is an elemental one. But Fusion combines power with allies. That one is one of the weirder ones. It does things, but you need to, like, actually use proper genes in order to, like, really get anything out of it. But also, like, Behemoth is, like, one of the first forms we get that is, like, extra, that is truly busted. It is truly can do ridiculous things with just bare... You've seen me using Blitz. You've seen me use Blitz. We can actually learn Blitz from an enemy. There's an enemy in, like, Momo's Tower I opted just not to learn it from, but you can actually learn that skill and use it outside of being a dragon. It's just... Behemoth comes with it plugged in immediately and is really well equipped to use it. The downside of Behemoth, of course, is you only have one person on your side of the field, so it's... If Ryu's gonna hard carry anyways, though, it doesn't really matter. Because there's an entirely separate entrance, because of course mines have separate entrances. It just doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, issue with the Silver Knife is showing up at the whole thing of when things aren't weak to it, it's definitely, you know, not a great choice, but on the other hand, yeah. There's also nothing I would do in this fight besides smash attacks, so... Courage is great for this party right now, because what else would I do? What, give Ryu a different weapon? I mean, I guess I could. Also, I might need to actually heal Ryu, because this is going to be cutting it close HP-wise. If Scar goes down, that's fine. But also this fight is just going to be one of these. I guess one other thing I could go into is a spiel of going, hey, you know what a really good manga right now is? Ichi the Witch. You should check out Ichi the Witch. Oh wow, even the captions, auto captions knew what I'm talking about. It's like a sign from heaven. Yeah, it's real good. It's been real fun since... It's something that started in Shonen Jump, but I felt like I wanted to check it out, but I didn't like start reading until like 20 chapters in. Recently felt comfortable to get a Shonen Jump subscription so I could go back and like read the whole start, and it's like, yeah, this is some good shit. I can get some people might be apprehensive at hearing the general, like, concepts with the whole, you know, only women can be witches, but Ichi somehow becomes a witch. And it's like, I get some people being apprehensive since plots and that kind of, that use that kind of thing can usually run into certain issues, but Ichi the Witch has been doing a really good job with all of its stuff. Nothing is... Yeah, I feel that too with that. The nice thing I'll say is you're kind of only limited to like 100 chapters a day, so the binge reading is actually pretty limited. And honestly, just reading for like 5 chapters at a time is good, but Lord knows I find it a lot more easier than just trying to watch an anime, because that's like me blocking out exactly like 24 minutes, whereas a manga chapter, I can read through a couple chapters in like 10 minutes, and yeah. I have a lot of friends who experience One Piece through the... I have a lot of friends who experience One Piece through the anime, and it's like, I could never do that, for multiple reasons. One being, like, 1,000 episode anime at this point, but they're like, they swear by it, it's like, that's... You know, you do you. And yeah, it's like, when I binge on a manga, I can binge on a manga. Like, I remember when I first started reading JoJo, and, I was just, you know, casually staying up, like, all night reading manga. There was a time I sat down and started reading 20th Century Boys, and I did the exact same thing of just, oh, who needs sleep when I can just read? I do have some issues with impulse control. Yes, I do in fact have some issues with impulse control. How could you tell? But there's like so much good stuff out there too. It's one of the things I also ended up enjoying with like my local library is they actually have the manga volumes for Akira, which I had seen the movie, but I never actually like read the manga for it, and that was like really nice. Because there's also like a really nice volume too, where it's like actually rather large, so it's not like those like small volumes you get from like, you know, but like a lot of places generally go with it's like actual like book sized. So also just really good quality. I had like started reading it when I went on the trip at the start of the year to the memorial for my uncle. It was a nice thing to read through. I'll admit, I don't think I can fully parse entirely what's being meant. But as someone who's generally like, you know, it's one of the things that's has made certain parts of my life a bit tricky is lack of impulse control and okay, that's a funny image, thank you. That's a funny image. Sorry, I probably should have saved that for after stream, but I can multitask. It's okay. And to describe it for anyone else, it's an image from what looks to be like a Barnes & Nobles or something that has a sign, a paper sign saying manga for little babies, and has Vinland Saga, Vagabond, Tokyo Ghoul, Berserk. I don't think I recognize that bottom middle one, but there's also Blade, Alice in Borderland, Killing, Stalking. Exactly what, you know, manga is for little babies, yes. It's, I get it, it's, yeah. Yeah. Reminds me when it's like, I think like a couple months back, you know, I want to read like the first few like chapters that I missed of Ichi. Maybe I should bug my local library to get some volumes. And then I went looking online and found out we hadn't actually gotten any of the volumes in English yet, and ended up finding out like sometime later they ended up announcing the first volume of Ichi's gonna get published in English like next year. Alright, I just have to smash this. God, this is such a weird lever. You'd think you hit it once, it goes, okay, now we can travel. It's like, wait, no, it actually went downward. Why would it do that? It's just the devs trolling you, honestly. Well now, Mr. Gar. Were you able to get rid of that dragon for us? Yes, that dragon will no longer bother you. Who might that young fella be? Don't worry about that. Exactly. Irrelevant. Dragon's taken care of. It's gone. Not gonna bother you again. This is a great interaction, honestly. That dragon. You know, I'm spitting fire on people. Killed some of my men. Destroyed our machines and made a pretty bad mess of things here. Something wrong? He's alright, just tired. Anyway, thanks a lot. You come on down to the office and get your payment from the boss. This may not help, but don't judge yourself too harshly. You're not quite in control of yourself in dragon form. Just try not to think about it. I don't know if I find anything here, but I still keep working at it. Yeah, it's one of those things. Ryu is fundamentally a pretty good person. So yeah, finding out, oh, I murdered some people. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, but it's like the second dragon here. Oh yeah, those. Yeah, you guys just keep having dragon incidents, right? Ah, yes, the guy who, yeah, that was the time, was just too much. That time you got to, like, you know, yeah. Why don't you stay here? Just in case any more dragons show up. No, we're good. I think you're good. You say so. We must be go. It's one of those things. Of you sure you don't want to stay longer? No, we really must be making we really must be making our tracks. Be careful on Ogre Road. We've heard stories about a really ferocious monster on the road, attacking people. If you want to know more, you should go west to Sin City. Man, what a silly name, Sin City. I guess he's not afraid, though. I mean, he killed a dragon, after all. Looking for the boss. I think he's in the office. Yeah, we just talked to him. James run on the charisma, you feed him. And the men here run on the food, I feeds them. It's like it's like this lady is in fact powering all the machines we find. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum bum. Actually making good progress too. Eats lots, but he works lots. And to be honest, if you do work a lot, you kind of need food. And the dragon showed up here years ago. That fella there was attacked by it. Specifically, like, there's the entire thing of, how do I put it? So, you know, like you know, like with logging, like there's this delicacy somewhat in like the logging industry of like beaver tail. You should never eat beaver tail if you're just, you know, out of curiosity's sake, though. It's like nothing but like cholesterol. It's really not good for you to eat. But if you're working a lot like that, you could use like that kind of energy pop boost. Yeah, no, yeah. It's just how it go. It's just how it goes. And we're already over 10,000 Zene. Midas Stone's a good investment if you can use it. You get it early, it can do crazy stuff for you. You just gotta have someone you're willing to, you know, be slow as molasses going uphill in January. And honestly, Gar wasn't gonna go fast anyways. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, the charisma mine here gets sent all around the world. I don't know the details, I just fix things, see? Okay, now to find the exit so we can... Is it over here? Okay, it's over here. And the main reason I wanted to replay this game is coming up here in a moment. Not here. What kind of rampage did we go on? This kind. Can't sleep, eh? I will say this, Ryu might be a silent protagonist, but it's pretty clear what's on his mind, what is bothering him, and just, yeah. Gotta give him shout-outs for that. Like, Ryu's a silent protagonist, but you don't really feel like you can really project on him because he's very much his own person. Not only for trying to kill you, but I don't know if it's right to take you. Take you like this with me as I search for God. But why did God see it fit to try to destroy the brood? That's a question whose answer you have a right to know. After leaving the mountain, we'll head east to India and then to the eastern lands, to Angel Tower. Yes, I know, we're going back to Angel Tower. I know. Don't worry, Gar has a plan. And this is why. This map theme rocks. There's like a somberness, something more serious to the theme now, rather than like the peppiness that you had in like the world map theme with Kid Ryu. Much like how listening to the world map theme of Legend of Legaia pushed me to like do a stream of Legend of Legaia just to replay it, this kind of did the same for me with this game. And also, look who it is. Looks like the battery's dead. Once upon a time, in the Contest of Champions, I was known as the Mighty Emitai. But I've been down on my luck ever since I threw a match to some kids whose friends were being held hostage. Oh, now I don't have any money to pay off the mortgage on this wonderful house and the prime real estate it's on. I'd like to make a deal. If you give me 10,000 zenny, I'll teach you all my magic. What do you say? Oh, I'll pass for now. I'll pass for now. Can't you do something with that big golem? Do you know how much money I spend on food every month? Dad, he can't make money anymore now that the Contest of Champions is closed for good. It's closed for good? Damn. And also, dude... Huh, weird. Okay, I see what it means by prime real estate. That's quite the fancy altar in his basement. Also fishing. Bass, Martian squid. Well, let's give it a shot. See what we can see. See what's around. Good ready? Ooh, that's a lot of like big looking fish. Got myself some really cool fishing gear. It's hard to tell what's worth catching since all the big stuff I think are bass, and we don't need bass. Yeah. We might need a better rod if we're going to catch whatever the new fish is here, honestly. Unless someone wants to jump out of the water and give me a hint at something. I've said it once, but I'll say it again. One other nice thing, too, I guess, recently is I might have finally gotten my glasses issue sorted. Last week I went and had the prescription checkup and was able to... and ended up getting that stuff in to get my lenses replaced, and... they're at least a lot better. I'm not sure if they're perfect, but they're definitely probably good enough to last me about 2 years. Well, gotta save the lure. But yeah, I think we might need a better rod. We're getting to the point where we're gonna be getting a new rod in soon-ish. What do the normal encounters in this area look like? Bum 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 bum. Nothing too amazing. Bum bum. Fact of the matter is, I don't really want to go burning through all of my money getting a new master right now, since that guy, I slapped Nina on, if anything, and yeah. Trying to see if we can steal anything, but yeah. Oh, what? 57 damage bird? That is some crazy shit. There we go, life shard. Also, yes, that enemy just dropped, I believe, the increase your max HP item. Well, not drop, but I just stole that from them. How many do I have, like, built up at this point? Kind of just been hoarding them. Okay, yeah. We've got 5 life, 4 magic, 2 for agility, 1 for intelligence. Hey, look! A fairy circle. Yes, let's use the fairy tiara. 74 jelly day 1 for intelligence circle. What do you think I'm saying, captions? Yo, population change. Wow, spice. Brow. Hi, there you are. Dummy, dummy, dummy. Where have you been and what have you been doing up till now? Running around a cave as a baby dragon. Yes. Right. Woo! On. I forgot what's better. Let's do culture for now. Yes. Basic thing we want to do is get food, but you need red berries with red bars to get food. Culture, yeah, culture is good for that. So we want culture, clear stuff so we can build places. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Northern checkpoint, the outmost checkpoint to the furthermost end of the civilized world. We got 2 Zane. No news is good news, they say. So boring here, nothing ever happens. It's locked. And sadly, Ryu has not in fact learned how to pick locks at his time as running around a cave as a baby dragon. Yo, silence is almost tangible in this hushed place. Target fish, piranha, trout, rainbow trout, mysterious, manila. I'm not in the mood to fish right this moment. I guess we could take a peek. I've already looked at on a wiki just to double check what the manila shops were. This one isn't too impressive, but probably still worth showing off a bit. Get ready. Sorry, I just love that get ready. Trying to do myself the favor of not having to, you know, fight him most of the way back. Okay, we're almost to shore. Wisdom ring, lion's belt. Nothing new there, but he's got 2 things that are actually kind of neat. One is that, the laurel. The other is the cat's bulger. A weapon for some other people. Kind of like, I don't remember what that is, but yeah. It's a cat's bulger. Like I said, I'm not in the mood to be messing around fishing right now. Maybe later. Maybe some other stream. Those also aren't big must-have deals right now, so... And over here we have Sin City, a city famous for its black market and illicit goods. Whatever we're looking for here. Can we find God here? I mean, to be fair, I mean, you're so far out. So she sells, like, the secret menus you get at restaurants, I guess. Like when you go to a place like... I could get heavier armor that is better, but also I kind of just want to have some light armor on Ryu right now. That's all I want is... I want Ryu to have some light armor for a little bit. Steel gauntlets, my grab. The organization that runs this place is pretty huge. I hear they're even involved in that big contest that they have over in Genmel. You mean the contest of champions, which doesn't happen anymore? Need more vitamins, yes. Sure. What does that woman sell? That's a very weird question. I remember him from the contest. These weapons, sirs, contain the power of the mighty Ashura, warrior god, and are handmade by yours truly. The magnificent Sakini. Now they can be yours for a limited time only. I'll be the judge of that. Unlimited use of skill notes? That's a lie! That's a lie! It's just a soul gem effect that only very few people can equip. Embodies the power of the Ashura. I don't even think there's anything special about the sword. It's just a decent sword. No more stores this way. Oh, you didn't say that. We didn't. We used an honest lad. Give me 1 second. I do want to double check that. Like, I know the Ashura sword doesn't do anything, but I actually want to double check just to make sure. Mostly because I just want to see the exact stats for the damn thing, and the fact they don't let me see it immediately just bugs me. It's a 50 power 4 weight sword. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I just want to double check. Okay, so it gives you some resistance to death attacks. But it's like a 40 power, but it's like a 40 power 4, it's like, no, it's 50 power 4-weight sword, so it's like barely stronger than the feather sword. They're not bad though. It's just no real reason to really get that. Is anything we're gonna buy? Honestly, I'll finally relent and get Gar a new weapon. There we go. But yeah, the big thing with manly clothes is that they're the soul gem effect. It's a weird bug in the game. It's actually supposed to be... There is an item that does what that does that description. Do you remember Balio and Sunder? They were connected to that organization in Sin City. Oh, neat. Well, it's a good thing that they don't know that we killed those two, otherwise we'd probably be less welcome there. They seemed like they were pretty high-ranking members of that place. Okay. Moon Sword. Actually, that's a fair amount of cash, yeah. Not a bad steal. Still need money, though. Let's see. I will probably call it good once I'm through this road, because that'll probably have been like... It's been actually quite a bit of progress, honestly. Been good to like get a stream in. It's one of those things, I definitely do like at least getting in one a week. Horseradish. How very specific. How very specific. Yeah, I know exactly why I'm grabbing that. You want to grab it now if you can. Okay, now that that's done, let's steal. Jeez, is it like a rare steal or something? I'm not gonna stop Gar from killing them. I think that's probably like the best thing to do for that fight, because I think Moonsword should sell for at least a decent amount of cash. And we could always use more money. That's why I have Gar weighed down by the 50% money booster. I need more cash. Always need more cash. There we go. Oh, you gotta have one more shot. Oh no, wait, that was a... Never mind, that was a counter. I forgot. I didn't notice the reprisal text. I will take a life shard. If you show up, I will gladly take a life shard, so yes, please. Well, I need to actually get this fairy village built up somewhat to do some shenanigans, and I'm not gonna... I'll probably do some shenanigans. But also, this thing just doing burn deals so much damage. Because even without shenanigans, just a free life shard's hard to turn down, especially since Nina could very much use more HP. Most everyone else is fine, but Nina, oh god, she... yeah. I mean, yeah, that too. But I'm someone who generally does do battles. But also it's like, just let me steal from you. There. Life shard. Good. I mean, maybe I should throw a ring of fire whenever this guy's on someone when this enemy's around, but I mean... I didn't even... So that puts us up to like 6 life shards in total. I haven't like used any, but I was like thinking I probably could, yeah. Give... Oh crap. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just don't do it a lot because I'm just kind of lazy. Also, it's like, you know, mostly just the laziness. Also, memories of that busting the difficulty curve of some games too wide open. Also, nice Gar emote. No, instead of just having Gar defend, I'm gonna just have Gar stab at it while I try to steal. Hey, we got lucky that time. Okay, so let's... That's like I do have, fond memories of being able to change equipment mid-combat, busting some games wide open. Like, Wild Arms 1 is one that is kind of infamous for it. Because you can just easily buy, you can easily buy manly clothes here and effectively make Ryu and I think Gar immortal if you really were so inclined. And that game had scapegoats and you could just, okay, oh, my auto revive item broke. Oh, well, here's another one. Okay. That looks like something I could probably learn. Might even be nice for the Goo Titan. Gar, try to examine the slasher, see if it tries to keep doing that mind fly. Of course not. Gar, you're no longer near death. I'm gonna try to see if we get lucky. Good. Now I have to hold on to that stuff. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of doing that, mostly because I'm good with doing it at first, but then it just starts being a lot to juggle. And also, in the end, a lot of them really just... I mean, they're nice and neat, but they also don't... You end up, like... How do I put it? You attacked, missed, but still got the... Okay. How do I put this? It's... A lot of them just end up not really mattering is the thing. There's a lot of variety and a lot of stuff that's fun, like Influence is always a good old classic. Okay, now that that's dead... And there's also the fact that you can just learn Blitz. Because I know with like the stat down ones, I always have bad luck with stat downs, so it's like... I never end up feeling like I want to use them in the end. Specifically in reference to like Snap. And also probably this, if it would... Yeah. Anything of note over here? Not really. Looks to be like an apple tree. Oh, damn. This... Oh shit, is that a man-eating tiger? Whatever it is, it's not a big enough deal to get a boss theme. Sure, why not? See how this goes. Okay, didn't really get anything super special from that. Oh cool, focus. I wonder. Oh. Coward. You were supposed to level up Gar. Oh well. And we're back in the Jarl region, it looks like. I think? And this is where... No, wait, what was that? That tiger, it was like he was watching the road. What does he want? Is it connected with Sin City somehow? I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Because we still have to go through that mountain that you always have to go through. Okay, but I think now that we've been through this road, we can just... we don't have to go through it anymore. We can just, yeah. Ogre Road is nice. We can always just... now we don't even have to do it anymore. We can just free reign over there. I highlight and specify this because... whenever we want to travel back to this region, we have to go through this mountain pass over here. I don't think we can just walk on through. It's kind of engraved in my mind. But, like I said, I'll probably be calling it good here in a bit, but first things first is, did I get into enough, and did we do enough to get stuff to happen here? Nothing on the message board, so probably not. Obviously. We got some food built up. And while there's probably some argument to be said of, you know, I should probably throw more people on Hunt, I will point out that that only one of the initial fairies I got actually had anything in red. The rest had like 0 red, and I'm not sending them out to die. So the one that had green got stuck on clearing duty, and the one with like any kind of intelligence got stuck on... what's this over here? Most popular fishing spots, just full of the big fish. Puffer, trout, and black bass. All stuff we know, but black bass is one of those that, you know, could always use more of. Like I said, I'm probably going to call it good here. I got some more stuff I want to do today, and yeah. But honestly, I've made a lot of progress. Went from Volcano to just past Ogre Road. That's actually quite a bit of distance. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Let's see if there's any... pretty sure there's some people I would like to just drop a raid on if I could. Let's see. Sure, why not? Anyways, thank you all for going to watch. Nothing really much to say. I don't really have to even have them. Like, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow, to be honest. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow, but that's fine. Tomorrow's gonna have some more busy stuff with cats to deal with. Hopefully I'll be able to figure something out next week. You know, I'll be able to do something next week, but we'll see. In the end, I just had to play stuff by ear, so... anyways, hopefully you all take care. Goodbye, and hopefully I'll see you all again. Peace.